Oh, wow. So I have a few stories. I've been using Spooky for about a year now. I have I started X Pro, some XM generators. I got the MicroGen and the AHA Halo. But so first of all, the first thing I did was I ran the terrain, and one thing I noticed that every time you went through remove metals, I got all this salt in my hair. And I was like, only on
Mhm.
that day when I was removing metals. And that makes total sense because metals are salts in our body. That means when my body was excreting the metals, it was collecting somehow on my scalp as salt, metal salts,
Oh,
That's how we remove metals from our body. So that was pretty cool, interesting, but the proof was right there. Um, one thing, this winter, I had a really bad lung infection, I believe. I'm a nurse, so I can diagnose myself. So
oh,
I had horrible, so every time I took a breath in was this sharp pain, which I never have. And then I started coughing up this green sputum, which is also a proof that I had bacterial infection in my lungs. And I was starting, and I got a fever. So I either had to go, so I said, before I go to the emergency and get antibiotics, I'll just run. So I ran my sputum, I coughed up and put it on the sample digitizer. And so I did was I did hunt and kill. So so within a day, my pain was gone. The sputum turned from green to yellow, which means the infection was clearing. The second day, it started getting better. Pain was gone. My fever came down. And then in 3 days, I was pretty recovered. And then after that, I ran molecular weight for an antibiotic. And I was completely recovered in 4 days, which to me, it's absolutely amazing. Because usually when you get a serious pneumonia, like bacterial infection in your lungs, you don't recover like that. You don't. It was totally mind blowing. And then just to make sure, after that, I ran my blood on the sample digitizer as well, just to make sure that that infection didn't go into my blood or anything like that. And I was just feeling so much better, got some more energy. So I have to say, this is amazing result. Amazing. I did. So yeah, the another thing is I had back pain. And so I ran some molecular weight morphine for 12 hours overnight, and the pain completely went away after 12 hours. But then I started feeling even a little dizzy after that because I think it was almost mimicking the medication itself, like just the frequency, running the frequency. And so, but it completely took my pain away. And then on another occasion, I had back pain, but that time I used the I think it's called Song of the Spine on the AHA Halo. You know what I mean?
oh. Son of
One of the
Spine.
programs on the,
Yeah, yeah, Son of
yes,
Spine.
Song of
Yeah.
the Spine, and it's on the AHA Halo. And the same
Mm-hmm.
thing, I ran it for like a day or so, and again, pain was gone. Different approach, probably even better than the molecular weight, but it also worked.
Yeah.
So I'm doing a lot of other things that I mean I these were my most amazing results. I'm doing a lot of other things. I'm running stuff. I'm doing the blood purification on the MicroGen. I don't know. Oh yeah, one thing I forgot to tell you. So I did before I ran my terrain the second time, I did this
Mm-hmm.
QMA. It's a little machine that will give you the levels of different heavy metals in your body. I don't know if you've heard. If it's I think it's called qualitative um analyzer something. I forget. It's
Um,
called QMA machine.
okay.
You just buy it. You just connect it. It's a software. You connect it to
Mhm.
your body, and it can tell you the status of your health. It's a little bit like a mini diagnostic tool, but it also gives you the levels of heavy metals in your body. And
Mm-hmm.
so I ran it before and after the 11-day terrain, and I saw a lot of my heavy metals went down. So this is again immediate proof that the terrain was detoxing me. Was
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Yes. So it's just scientific proof. If you need one, yeah. So I'm very excited. I love it. Oh, and the way I found out about Spooky, um, so I was doing bioresonances, which is more like a bioresonance, which is kind of more like a diagnostic tool. It also gives you
Mhm.
treatment, but it's kind of more of a healing. I think
Yeah.
it's a lot gentler, maybe. The And then I went to a healer who is like a psychic healer who did in Bulgaria, where I'm from, and they look at your irises, at your eyes, and he can diagnose you through your just looking at your eyes. It's
Okay.
called iridology diagnostics. I don't know if you've heard of it, but he's also connected, psychically connected. So he told me what my problems were, and he said you should get a rife machine.
Ah.
And I said, which one? He says, oh, there's lots of them. So then I Googled and I saw, and when I looked at Spooky, that was cute, but I just had this really good feeling. And then when I saw John White, he gave me an amazing feeling. I think there is so much nobility and love
Mhm.
and kindness in him. And I
Mhm.
believe that Spooky Company as a whole has a lot of love for humanity, which really attracts me and makes me like love the company and love everything that it's doing. And I love John and Echo because I think they're beautiful people.